Prior to the coronavirus outbreak, I would characterize the mining industry as stable and strong, while still slowly recovering from the most recent commodity market downturn in 2015. This upward trend could also be paired with the improved financial position of large mining companies, generally speaking. This can be directly attributable to the lessons learned from the global financial crisis in 2008, which can be seen through lower levels of debt and stronger cash flows within these larger mining companies. This has generated a lot of long-term positivity into the industry and those that invest in it. However, short-term uncertainty is ripe. As many know, demand and prices won't be back to normal until a vaccine is found and made globally available. As an industry that relies strongly on foreign demand, this vaccine and the speed at which it is discovered is crucial in my opinion. Since the outbreak, some large mining company operations have been infiltrated by COVID-19. This could lead to a period where production will need to be stopped, and thus the possibility of shortages for certain commodities may rise in the short term. Internal restriction posed by local governments, as well as travel restrictions, can also lead to these shortages. It is my opinion that these shortages may provide some stability to some commodity prices and stop them from plummeting as a result of this demand contraction. On the other hand, mining companies that are able to avoid the direct effects of COVID may begin to see prices fall rapidly due to excess supply and diminished demand. This will also have an effect on global prices, supposedly leading to a slower return back to pre-COVID levels until stockpiles reduce. After the pandemic, I strongly believe that there will be a large increase in demand for commodities. Furthermore, that mining companies will experience a V-shaped recovery. Large losses in GDP and increases in unemployment will drive global investment. This upward trend in global investment will lead to employment and bring back many global economies, including Australia, out of recession and back to some sense of normality. In conclusion, I think that there is definitely a lesson to be learned by the mining industry and large mining companies in regard to their reliance on things like transport and human capital for successful, efficient production. Coronavirus will open the door for new regulations and systems behind health and safety and pushing to minimize the number of employees needed by replacing or condensing roles of individuals within these organizations. I believe that after a vaccine is discovered, mass-produced, and spread around the world, that there is a very strong medium to long-term outlook for the mining industry after COVID-19.